Legalization of marijuana has been an ongoing debate for decades in the United States. Since the 1970s, the United States has spent trillions of dollars to prohibit the use of cannabis. Yet, according to the Pew Research Center, 58% of Americans believe it should be legalized. In other terms, 58% of Americans believe their hard-earned tax money is being spent on something they do not believe in. This is something that usually happens in communist countries. What has happened to freedom? The reason this country was founded in the first place. Marijuana is a harmful drug in many ways, especially to mental health. It affects brain structure and leads to poor memory. And as most drugs, the younger the person starts using cannabis, the worse the effects become. Also, many studies show users are hit with devastating liver problems and even temporary sterility. Yes, overall, marijuana is harmful to abusers, and nobody denies that. To contradict the harm it does, marijuana has been proved as an effective medicine. There is overwhelming evidence that cannabis relieves pain, nausea, and even depression. Doctors have also found incredible cancer-killing properties in cannabis. It is clearly not as effective as chemotherapy, but it is a great alternative to patients that prefer a more natural treatment instead of injecting poison into their bodies. Not to forget, cannabis opens up vast possibilities of medicine. Why are people being denied from an evidently effective and natural medicine? Authorities ignore the benefits and just take the negatives in consideration. This is basically denying our most basic human right, which is being able to choose what we do with our own bodies. If the government worries about the well-being of its citizens so much, why are cigarettes completely legal and decriminalized? They're extremely harmful and provide no benefits whatsoever. Alcohol is another great example, being a very addictive and harmful substance that provides no benefits whatsoever, yet is completely accepted by society and authorities. Marijuana, on the other hand, is looked down at and its users are prosecuted. Some people believe marijuana will become too widely available if it is legalized, especially to teenagers. This sounds like it's probably true, but facts show that marijuana is more easily available to teenagers than alcohol. This is because marijuana dealers do not take in mind their customers' age, especially since they are already breaking the law. Most people that sell liquor, on the contrary, are not willing to break the law. Therefore, do not sell their products to minors. If cannabis was legal, it would be sold in pharmacies or by qualified sellers. Therefore, it would be regulated, and these authorized sellers will not risk their careers by selling to minors. Due to the prohibition of marijuana, hemp is widely unknown. Hemp is a cannabis crop that has over 25,000 uses, such as paper, plastic, clothes, food, and even fuel. Hemp grows without herbicides, nourishes the soil, and matures quickly. Most importantly, hemp is the #1 biomass producer in the world. This means it has the highest total mass of fuel-producing matter per given area. Therefore, hemp will be a great fuel-producing crop and help America's dependence on fossil fuel majorly reduce. Legalizing marijuana would open the doors to hemp, creating a much more productive and natural fuel and material alternative. 25,000 uses to cannabis, yet it's illegal because of one that is found objectionable by some. Billions are spent yearly by the DEA and FBI to prosecute marijuana users and dealers, while the drug sellers are just getting richer and richer. Instead, the government could legalize marijuana and cut this ridiculous yearly spending chasing users that shouldn't really be considered criminals. Not only would the government not lose money, huge profits could be made if cannabis was taxed. This taxing method has been used before with alcohol and cigarettes and proved to be extremely effective, with the United States making $7 billion yearly just off taxing alcohol. Legalizing marijuana would provide the freedom that America is based upon. Billions of dollars yearly, a natural effective medicine, and a substance with over 25,000 amazing uses. The more accepted cannabis becomes, the more research and work that can be done with this unique plant. The amount of benefits to marijuana heavily outweigh the negatives to it. Most importantly, All humans deserve the right to have sovereignty over their own bodies and decide what is and what isn't good for them. If we can have sovereignty over our own bodies, then we might as well consider ourselves as slaves. American authorities should stop with this nonsense and look at the facts. In conclusion, marijuana grows naturally on our planet. And as Billy Hicks once said, doesn't the idea of making nature against the law seem to you a little unnatural? Thank you.